What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jason, it's the Blogging Rapper, and I have an announcement to make today on this channel. For those who don't know, this channel has been going on since 2012. In the course of that time, I have my wife and I have given birth to our daughter, and a couple years later, our son, and now we are expecting our third child. Yeah! What am I gonna do? Alright, so I wanted to take this video to talk to you today about how it feels having 3 kids. Now, you know, some of you guys watching may already be on your 4th, 5th, 6th, or even 7th child, so you may be saying, Jason, you know, man up and just deal with it. But I wanted to talk to you because a lot of my fan base happen to be younger, in the younger set, and you know, you most likely don't have kids of your own. If you know anything about me, you know that I am a kid at heart. I mean, I still play video games. I got a collection of old classic video game systems with the new ones. I got that behind me, which is kind of like a monument to my childhood. I got a bunch of Power Ranger action figures, Megazords, all that stuff right behind me over there. And so, yeah, I'm definitely a kid at heart. What I want to bring out to you is just discussing how to deal with the added responsibility in having kids. And guess what? We're not done yet. I don't know if we're going to have more biological kids after this one, but we definitely have it in our heart, a desire to adopt. And I'll just let the secret out to you guys, and hopefully you can keep me in your prayers. In, you know, hoping that the right opportunities open up for us in the future. But I want to adopt 2 children, and it's always been in my heart. Don't ask me why, but actually I'll tell you why. I've always wanted to adopt a child from, you know, somewhere from the east, you know, Asia, something like that. I think it's China, where, you know, if they have too many girls, you know, in certain parts of that side of the world, if they have too many girls, they'll kill one or whatever. It's kind of a bad situation. I knew about that when I was a kid, when one of the missionaries from our old church actually went there and adopted one for herself and brought her to the States. Ever since then, I've always wanted to do the same thing because I want to protect life. I consider life valuable. I consider it God-given. And it has value, so I want to adopt a child from that part of the world. Another part of the world that I want to adopt is, so I want to adopt a girl from there, but I also want to go to like Ghana, you know, that part of Africa where they have, and I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong, but where they have human trafficking specifically for little boys, right? I don't know if you've ever seen Machine Gun Preacher. It's a movie that came out with Gerard Butler, but it also is depicting a real missionary that I've met personally who has gone to those parts of the world setting up foster facilities and, you know, taking care of the boys and girls that live there. But a lot of boys get sold into sex trafficking over there. So I want to go to that part of the world and adopt a boy from there. So that's always been in my heart. So in addition to our 3 biological children, which we're expecting our 3rd one this November, I want to adopt 2 kids. So we're going to need a bigger house. Now, having this added responsibility obviously requires more money. So, you know, many of you guys have known me to be on this channel talking about how to make money from home, how to build your own businesses. And guys, this is my home office. This is where I work every single day. You know, I don't go to a corporate building. I don't punch in a time clock. I don't, you know, have someone over my shoulders. This is where I work. And so I'm blessed to be in this position, been doing it full time since 2016. So yeah, it's been great. But of course, with that, obviously there's the thing that you want to make sure that you do is that you don't stay in the same position. Now, there's a difference between, you know, being content versus, you know, being stagnant. Some people would say, well, you know, Jason, you're at a good position right now. Why don't you just be satisfied where you are? You know, I believe in God, and I believe if this is all that God has for me, I'll be perfectly satisfied with it. But in terms of, life, you always want to be on an incline. You always want to do better than before. You want to progress. You don't want to stay where you are, because the more money that you earn, the more you can do with that, right? So for instance, it's going to be pretty expensive to adopt children. And I'm not even talking about if you adopt children here in the States. That's obviously very pricey. But then if you go outside of the States, it's even more pricey. So, you can't do that with a simple income. You gotta make more. So anyway, guys, I just really wanted to bring this out because this is part of my heart is, I truly have a lot of love to give. So when I look at my kids and I think about, how blessed they are because we protect them, we feed them, we take care of all their needs, and, we're trying to raise them to be good, God-fearing, honorable, children, to grow up into, to be that as adults. I think of the possibility of, spreading that love, spreading that morality, spreading that protection, that safety to others, because it breaks my heart to see any child that doesn't have that kind of protection over them. I was blessed to grow up in a family where I was protected and, everything was good. I basically lived in a bubble. I mean, a lot of the tragedies and horrors that you hear about, I never really faced, and I thank God that I never faced them. But unfortunately, that's not the case with everyone. And so if I can make an impact in some way to another child's life, I would love to do that. In addition to adopting, I definitely want to also sponsor. I want to sponsor. I want to, sponsor orphanages, pay for, churches being built and stuff like that. Really be able to give to, to worthy causes. And to this day, I practice what I preach. I mean, anytime I'm, asked to donate to a charity, man, I'll do it. So anyway, my point is that I wanted to, first of all, announce that we're having 3 kids. Our third one is coming out this November, so it's awesome. I have this poster here that I created for the announcement on Facebook. But also, just to let you know that, I'm going to keep doing what I can to help to, enrich someone's life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I don't know, how do you deal with the amount of kids that you have? And would you ever think of you possibly adopting yourselves? What about foster care? Have you ever thought of that? If you've seen Shazam, you know that there's a lot of kids in that film as well, going through the foster system. And I looked at that and I thought, man, I wouldn't mind doing that kind of thing, So how do you feel about that? And it's okay if that's not you. You have to be a certain type of person, really, you have to have the kind of patience that to get through that. But anyway, so let me know your thoughts. Comment below, and don't forget to click that thumbs up button, give me a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button so you can be updated of future updates, and I will see you guys in the next one. It's Jason, the blogging rapper, your boy, and much love, God bless, and as always, peace.